So 71 says, a nationwide poll of students, parents, and teachers show that over 90% believe that an appropriate percentage of their school budget is being spent on student counseling programs. So we're saying, like, yeah, most people say like whatever percent we're spending is a good amount. It seems then that any significant increase in the school's budget should be spent on something other than student counseling programs. All right, so the last sentence is our conclusion is that if there's a significant increase, the increase should be spent on something else. And our reasoning for that is because 90% of people currently believe that that an appropriate percentage is being spent on it currently. So what was your flaw that you predicted, Anna?
So they're talking about in the first part, they're talking about a percentage of the school's budget, and then in the second part, they're talking about the school's budget or like an increase in the school's budget in total, not a certain percentage of the school's budget.
Excellent. So maybe they're like, yeah, 10% is what we should spend on school counseling. And if they get increased, like maybe they don't think that maybe like they're just barely getting by right now as a school and they think that this is an appropriate percentage. But in an ideal world, we would have all these other counseling services too if we had more money that they think would be appropriate. Excellent. And so why is A wrong?
Oh, I said A is wrong because mere coincidence for a causal relationship. There's no coincidence.
Sorry, I don't want to laugh at all. I feel bad. The argument confuses a coincidence with something that's causal. Do we have a causal relationship going on? Are we saying this causes this? No, nope. So we can cross A off. Why is B wrong?
B is wrong because it's saying it confuses the percentage of the budget spent on a program with the overall amount spent on the program, but we don't know what the amount is that's being spent.
We don't confuse. Yeah, we don't say like, oh, we don't take the percentage of what we're spending on the counseling and confuse that with the amount that the actual budget number. Excellent. All right. E says the argument fails to consider that if more money is spent on a program, then more money cannot be used for other purposes. Do we fail to consider that? I guess technically we don't think about it, but is that a problem that if like there could still like that doesn't matter, right? Yeah, we could spend more money on a program and more money like can't be spent for other purposes. Like no one like we don't that doesn't sorry, I'm struggling to even say why that's wrong. Do we all see why that is wrong? Like it's like, yeah, could or cannot. And then D says the argument fails to consider the possibility that money could be saved by training students as peer counselors. So this one fails to consider. Oh, Tia, yeah, this is what I thought you had said, but it was from the last answer.
Also, disregard the answer choice that I sent. I was just pressing something.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. Okay,
No,
so
that's not good.
consider the possibility. It's like, yeah, technically we don't consider this possibility. So answer question 1 is yes, but is it a problem that we don't think about this? No, not at all. It's like, just because that could happen doesn't mean that we shouldn't spend money on it. And then C says the argument fails to justify its assumption. So we fail to like adequately support our assumption that what is true of part of the budget is also true of the total budget. And that's because just because this is true of part of the budget is also fails to justify what is true of part of the budget is also true. The argument fails to justify its assumption. Oh, yeah. We make the assumption that what is true of part of the budget is also true of the total budget, and that is what our problem is. Excellent.